Is there an update on Mark?
Well, he didn't practice today, obviously, so we're taking it day by day with him right now and see how he feels. Got caught up in that incident last night, and then I knocked his head on the ice. And so we're just taking it day by day to see how he feels.
What was the message to the team today going into practice?
The message was that we obviously put ourselves in a spot here where we haven't won in, I think it's 7 games now, but during the course of those 7 games, there's been opportunities for us to grab points. We have the team that's capable of pulling out of this, but we have to do it together. It's not 1 or 2 or 3 players, it's the team doing it by committee. 5 guys, when they get on the ice tomorrow, they work together as a group, as a unit, and pull for each other. And I think that's the way you get out of this here as far as grabbing a win. And tomorrow, like I said last night, it's just about finding a win, right? You do whatever you can to help the team win, and that's typically how you get out of it. But it's just, teams go through these type of scenarios during the course of the season. You don't want it to extend like it has for us right now, but we believe that once we get out of it, we can get on a streak of our own too.
Joe, the drill at the end, is the goal there to get more connected in tight spaces?
Well, it's a power play. It's a power play drill. I know it's 5 against 2. It's in a small area. Yeah. So to answer your question, yes, it's tighter to the net. There's less space. So it really does work on your execution, moving the puck on first touch. It also works on the flip side for the guys in the white jerseys with their stick details, killing penalties, making sure they're trying to take away passing lanes, things that we always preach with our guys. So it's a good drill for the power play guys and the penalty killer too.
When teams go in something like this, maybe players, maybe even coaches look around and say, is there help coming? But is it on this group right now to get some traction?
Yeah, it's on us internally. I mean, it's on us here. Yeah, there's no question. I think it's on the staff, it's on the players to make sure that we get ourselves out of this. We're not looking for any help right now, any outside help or anything. Like I said, there's a standard here that we try to uphold, and we try to keep it up to a high level. And our players have to hold themselves accountable, just like we all do. And so we're not looking for anything. There's the solutions, the answers, they're right here, and we need to get it out.
And that way, you asked a lot of things of Charlie McAvoy in all situations. Is there another level, another gear that he can reach to help pull this thing through?
I think, when you talk about Charlie, like you just said, he plays in all situations for us. He's an impact player for our group. Charlie sometimes takes on more than he needs to, I feel, on the ice, as far as when things aren't going well, he wants to help the team so badly that he tries to do too much at times. And I think it's a quality, but it's also something he's got to work on, right? And we've talked about that. He just wants to help the team win so badly. He wants to help the team get out of what we're going through right now. Sometimes he makes it a little bit more difficult. When Charlie just sticks to his game, he defends well, he defends hard, then the offensive side will come. Like when you look after your responsibilities away from the puck, when he's physical, when he's skating, then everything else takes care of itself. He doesn't need to be doing too much. I think sometimes that makes the situation a little bit more difficult.
Is it good to have the Panthers on the schedule tomorrow, just a team that you have recent history with, to sort of light a fire when you're going through tough times?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I think these divisional games are always great games, and last night was no different. I mean, we played well during moments of that game. During parts of that game last night. I can't sit here and say it was a bad game. I mean, there's things that we need to clean up, but you need to clean up areas every game. We also did a lot of good things in that game last night. But looking ahead to tomorrow now, it's another opportunity for a divisional game. I mean, these are the games that you really want to bear down, and it's a great opportunity for us to say, hey, look, let's be proud of the game that we put forth tomorrow here in the afternoon.
There was a radio report this morning that I know you're aware of. That,
Yeah.
Costa doesn't want to play on a line with you, and just trying to get your reaction.
Well, yeah, I have heard, what was said in the media this morning. It's unfortunate. I know reporters have a job to do, and that job is to report on the team, and usually you try to be fact-based. But when there's just blatant lies told in the media, that's where there's a problem. And the fact that this guy has a platform and he's just making stuff up is embarrassing. And there's zero truth to anything that he said on the radio. This is how you lose your job very quickly. The fact that he's going to have a job after this is insane, because Pastrnak and I are best friends. We've had an incredibly close relationship for a long time. The only reason we don't play together is so that we can spread depth throughout the lineup. There's zero truth to him being a problem in the room. He's one of the most loved guys in the room. There's zero issues in the room at all. And the fact that they say that he's in the center of anything is a completely fabricated lie. So this guy has zero merit to anything he's saying. It's very frustrating, because this is what happens. Obviously, we have not pulled our weight this year. We have not had the season that we've wanted to have. But I'm not going to let some random guy come in the media and just spit absolute nonsense. And so, I mean, from this point forward, this guy has zero credibility. The fact that he's coming out with this is ridiculous. It's embarrassing. You know, it just, anything that he puts forward in the future is now not going to be deemed as truth, because he's completely just making all of this up. And you know, it's unfortunate. If he would have done some kind of fact, he'd probably just made this up. If not, if he would have fact checked, he would have found out that it's all nonsense. But yeah, there's zero truth to this. It's ridiculous that now that we even have to address it. I wasn't going to address it. I wasn't going to talk about it, but I'm not going to let it become something that it's not. So this guy can go pound sand, go back to the closet where no one knew where he was before, and report on nothing, because that's what he's going to be doing after this.
Brad, just a quick follow-up to that. Stuff is said all the time on social media and to the media. Why was it important for you to...
Yeah, I don't care about what people say on social media. That's their opinion. But for him to go on the media and speak about it as it's fact and as it's truth, and to have a conversation about this, and the problem is that it reaches a lot of people on the radio station that it was on or wherever it was put out. And it's not going to become a story, because it's not what's going on. And you know, if there are issues that need to be dealt with, we would deal with them internally. But that's not the case in this situation. Yeah, there's things that we need to fix, and there's things that we need to improve moving forward. But that's not one of them.
When you become aware of something like that, do you go to David and say, "Hey, this is"?
Yeah, we laughed about it. We had a really good laugh about it. You know, we've been making fun of each other all day on the ice. You know, he even came with me after practice. We were playing a keep-away drill. He said, "You came after my puck, and then you realized that there's a story out there, so you turned away, went the other way." You know, so again, we have a phenomenal relationship. Our wives, our kids have great relationships. So, you know, we have no issues laughing about that and then putting this to bed.
So obviously Brad came out here, had some strong words about what was said regarding the locker room. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, he brought me for a chat before practice, said something was out there, and honestly, I've been laughing for a little bit. I thought he was making fun of me. Then he actually said it was true. So yeah, I don't make much of it. I know how I feel about Marshy, and you know, we love each other. I have a huge amount of respect for him. So we had a good laugh about it. It's 100% false, and yeah, obviously, you know, we haven't been performing as we would want, and you know, we haven't been winning games. So then it's just human nature for people to start, you know, looking for some reasons and stuff. So you know, everybody has a free will to take their opinion, but this one just wasn't it, and it's 100% false. Unless it's something I don't know about.
So the first you heard of it was when Brad brought it to your attention?
Yeah, it was legit this morning before practice, and how I said, I honestly thought he was just making fun of me, and so I was just starting laughing, and he's like, no, this is actually legit. So I haven't been on Twitter, or I haven't seen it on Twitter, so that's when he said it.
They said that you refused to play on a line with him, which is...
Yeah, I've never said that in my hockey career that I don't want to play with this guy to coaching staff or management, and I would never do that. And that's like, I love playing with Marchand. I've been playing with him for so long, so I can't imagine going to the coach and say, hey, I don't want to play with this guy.
What's the trick here? How do you guys get this turned around? What's the biggest thing you need to do?
Well, not to make mistakes, obviously. I think we make too many mistakes when we can afford them, and don't score enough goals, obviously. So we have to play perfect game every night. We have to try get out there and win 1-0, 2-0. You know, unfortunately, you know, making too many mistakes, including myself, that cost us goals. And right now, unfortunately, we can afford them because we don't score many goals to let in so many. So we have to start defending our house and win, how I said, 1-0, 2-1 games.
But that's not realistic. You can't play a perfect game.
No, obviously, yeah. So you got to be playing together as 5 guys. You know, you make a mistake, the next guy is right there, and that's you know, right now you feel like you make a mistake and then this breakdown end up in your net instead. You know, we have to make sure we are playing 5 guys together and be close to each other. That play this game. There's a lot of mistakes happen and make sure that we have each other's back and you know, cover for each other and play 60-minute game.
Brad came out here pretty fired up about what was said on the radio, and you know, David responded as well. Just your thoughts on why you felt necessary to come out and respond to it.
Yeah, I actually just learned about that a second ago, preparing for this. So yeah, I don't know if that's laughable, really. There's just no credibility to that whatsoever. So I'll probably just leave it at that. It's certainly not something that's going on in our room, and yeah, I'm not going to give it any fire.
How would you characterize the room right now?
Yeah, I think you know, we know where we are. We know where we put ourselves here. Like, yeah, you want to go back. Like, could have gotten points in some of these games. Could have salvaged some. Maybe got some wins too along the way, but we didn't. And this is a results-oriented business, and we're not getting results. And that sucks. That hurts. You know, we all feel it. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves to win, to be a successful team. We put a lot of work into that. So we know that we got to right this ship, and we got to do it. We got to do it now, and we have an opportunity to do it tomorrow. You know, with everybody just doing their job, just focusing on what they can do. You know, really our team, it's team defense and just playing simple. Everybody knows their job, and everybody just has to do their individual job.
Joe was saying, like, okay, you guys are in one right now, but then he doesn't want you doing too much, you personally. So where do you find kind of your sweet spot to be impacting the game, but not perhaps trying to push?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, like when it's going bad like this, and you know, especially like on the offensive side, like you want to be the difference. You know, you can be the difference, but the reality is that you know it's hard. The game has to come to you naturally. It's, you know, you can make special plays when they're there, but oftentimes when you try to push the envelope, it doesn't go well. You know, you can't force things that aren't there. So that's kind of my thing is I just need to worry about doing my job and everything that encompasses, which is, you know, making good first passes, defense, putting our forwards in a position to make plays when it's, you know, getting shots, just letting the game come to me, and that's it. You know, I can't worry about anybody else but myself as far as my play goes, and then as a leader trying to get the best out of everybody.
Do you feel like you have another gear in your game right now?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like I'm trying to find ways to elevate within our system to make these plays that are going to help us. I think we all are, and right now we're just coming up short. But I mean, put everything I have into this, and we will get out of this. And you know, I think we still believe in this team and in this group. You know, that we can right this ship and we can do something special this year. So we just got to start tomorrow.
Charlie, I know a little bit of a redirect, but like the result wasn't there last night. But what was it like having the moms on the plane after the game with you guys?
Yeah, it's nice. It's always nice to, you know, to have your mom around. I always wish I got to spend more time with my mom, but everything's better when you win. I'll just be honest. So it's tough it's tough to park these things where take a lot of it with you, and that stinks too. So I wasn't as happy as I wanted to be, but shift the gear a little bit, and I'm excited to spend today with my mom, and excited about the opportunity for tomorrow to get this right.
How'd you do reading the lineup?
She did great.